Hello, I'm Justin, and I want to help you develop your creativity. What I want to talk about now are pentatonics. A lot of guitar players learn about pentatonics. But one of the things I like to tackle first in pentatonics is understanding how they came to be. And what we're doing with a pentatonic is we're playing 5 notes out of a regular scale or key. Now a key usually has 7 notes. And we're only playing 5, so of course that means 2 are missing. Well, which 2? Well, originally what was going on is that we were playing a major scale. Okay, so we're going to use shape 7 in the key of G again, second position. Okay, so you may notice that if we play a G chord, that this F sharp is a little bit tense. I'll use my keyboard here to make this a little more clear. We're going to play a G chord. Okay, so most of those with the F sharp note. I threw a B in there just to make it interesting, I guess. But we have the F sharp note, and it's a little tense against that G chord. Okay. And then the other note that we might want to be careful with is a C note. So let's hear that against G. Okay, so what we're hearing is that that note doesn't resolve. It just kind of sits there and we're like, okay man, go to something else, you know? So because of that, what we're doing with pentatonics is we're actually throwing those 2 notes out. We're throwing out the 4th and the 7th. Okay? So I'm going to play for a moment here, and I'm going to play the 4th and the 7th quite a bit so that you can hear how annoying they get. All right. Not to annoy you, but I just want you to hear. Okay, so that's how they go. We know that we don't want to land there and stay there for long. I did it, but that was to prove the point. Okay, so when we play pentatonics, we are throwing out the 4th note and the 7th note of our major key. So we're going to use the same shape, but what we'll do is not use the index note there because that's our F sharp. So we play G, A, B, and we're going to skip the C note because that's the 4th. G, A, B, C. Okay. So that's our 4th. Now we're going to play the 5th, or D, then E, skipping F sharp, and we're at G again. So we have G, A, B, D, E, G, A. Okay? So that's the series. Watch the line. And moving down. Okay? Now there's something interesting about pentatonics, and that is that there are no half steps, okay? Because our half steps come from going from the 3rd to the 4th, but we threw out the 4th. So after the 3rd, we would go up to the 5th. Okay? And then from the 7th to the 1st, or F sharp in this case to G. So since we're not playing F sharp, the note that we have before G is an E note. So we have E and then G. So there are no half steps in that. And we can take any of the, I like to call them manipulations, but basically what it means is all the tricks that we've learned about how to be creative with these sorts of things. We can play the notes in order. Just walking up and walking down. Or we can play them in a different order where we are skipping them. Okay, so we can be creative in that way too. So let's have a listen at some of that, and we will use, we'll start with G, just to make it nice and easy, okay? So that's how it sounds when we play over G, and we can experiment with playing over the other chords as well and hear how those start reacting to each other. So that's how pentatonics work, and of course there are a bunch of other shapes that we can learn, and those shapes come from all the other shapes that we have for the major scales. So I hope that helps you in developing your creativity.